Welcome to this video on human motivation and conscious incongruence, part of our spiritual life coaching series. Today we're exploring powerful insights about what truly drives us and how to create authentic change. What makes this approach so powerful isn't that it's new, it's that it's ancient and universal. The principles we're discussing weren't created by any single person. They have been tried, tested, and perfected through the ages, handed down through generations across diverse cultures and traditions. What we now call personal development contains wisdom that great teachers have shared for millennia. Similarly, the spiritual principles we're discussing represent the common core of insights discovered by contemplatives across history. When you understand this, something powerful happens. You realize you're not just learning another system or technique. You're reconnecting with timeless wisdom that resides within you already. Our work is less about acquiring new information, and more about recognizing and activating what you intuitively sense to be true. Understanding how we're fundamentally motivated is essential to creating lasting change. As human beings, we are inherently goal-driven creatures. From our earliest moments, we instinctively move toward what feels good and away from what causes pain. This basic pain-pleasure principle governs much of our behavior, often without our conscious awareness. These pain and pleasure responses establish unconscious patterns that play out automatically to keep us comfortable. We develop habits, routines, and mental shortcuts that minimize immediate discomfort and maximize immediate pleasure. Here's the crucial insight. We are literally designed to survive rather than to thrive. Our default neurological wiring prioritizes safety and comfort over growth and fulfillment. This explains why so many people feel stuck. Their internal systems are successfully doing exactly what they were designed to do: maintain the status quo. Think about what happens when you attempt significant change. Your system immediately activates resistance. It generates fear, doubt, and rationalization. Not because the change is actually dangerous, but because any disruption to established patterns registers as a potential threat. To make the shift from merely existing to truly living, we must develop a new level of awareness. We need to recognize these automatic patterns and consciously choose a different path. This begins by creating what I call conscious incongruence, a clear comparison between where you are and where you truly want to be. Most people avoid this comparison because it creates discomfort. But this discomfort, this dissatisfaction with the gap between your current reality and your deepest desires, is the very fuel needed for transformation. Without it, you remain trapped in comfort patterns that keep you precisely where you are. The essential shift is from an automatic reactive state to a proactive mindset. In reactive mode, you respond to life's circumstances based on established patterns. In proactive mode, you create your circumstances through conscious choice. This shift represents the foundation of personal power. Taking responsibility is the gateway to this proactive stance. Not responsibility in the sense of blame, but in the empowering realization that you are the author of your experience. When you truly embrace this, something remarkable happens. You reclaim control of your life. Consider how most people live. Something happens, they react based on conditioning, and an outcome occurs. The proactive alternative creates a crucial space between stimulus and response, a moment of choice where true freedom exists. This is where your power resides. Let me share how conscious incongruence serves as a powerful catalyst for change across different areas of life. Consider James, who worked in corporate finance for 15 years. When James finally took the time to honestly compare his daily reality with his deeper aspirations, the incongruence became undeniable. He realized he had always wanted to build something of his own. This conscious recognition of incongruence created productive discomfort, not the kind that paralyzes, but the kind that motivates change. Or Maria, who struggled with her health for years. She would occasionally exercise, try new diets, and make commitments to wellness, but nothing stuck. The turning point came when she clearly defined her ideal health state and compared it honestly to her current reality. This deliberate creation of conscious incongruence generated the emotional fuel needed for sustained change. In relationships, Robert and Lisa had fallen into patterns of communication that left both feeling unheard. Change began when they separately defined what a truly fulfilling partnership would look and feel like, then honestly compared that vision to their current relationship. The gap between what was possible and what they were experiencing became too significant to ignore. In each of these examples, notice that the catalyst for change wasn't external pressure or crisis, but deliberately created incongruence. By clearly defining an ideal and honestly facing current reality, these individuals activated the natural human drive to resolve tension and seek congruence. Take a moment to reflect on an area of your life where you sense potential for greater fulfillment. It might be your career, health, relationships, or creative expression. First, imagine this area as it currently exists. Be honest about what's working and what isn't. Notice the emotions and the sense of alignment or misalignment you feel. Now shift your focus to envisioning this same area in its ideal state. What would it look like if it fully expressed your deepest values and aspirations? How would you feel each day? Make this vision as vivid as possible. As you hold both the current reality and the ideal vision in your awareness, notice the gap between them. Feel the natural tension this awareness creates, not as something negative, but as creative energy seeking resolution. This tension is the birthplace of authentic change. It's your inner guidance system highlighting what matters most to you. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of human motivation and conscious incongruence. In our next video, we'll build on these insights to explore specific principles that create sustainable transformation.